It's time for another Anarchy Labs review, day 3 of Anarchy Labs reviews. This time, Shogun, Fat Burner, the return of the beast. Listen, people, Anarchy Labs. Yeah, man, this is the third review. I reviewed Ronin, their pre-workout. I did a preview for the entire lineup. And man, this is the time for the Fat Burner people. Shogun! Listen, people, I'm going to take you through the label. Not going to take us a lot of time because I'm going to run quickly through it, even though there's a bunch of shit here. But labels are just labels. So then I'm going to spend most of my energy telling you what was my experience using this one 5 times by now, people. 5 times. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to map this shit for you and tell you where it fits, if it fits in your Steam Junkie journey. All I'm going to ask in return is that you hit that like button. Okay, people, so Anarchy Labs, I'm going to link below to the preview review I did for the relaunch of this brand, making a comeback after 5 years, I think. Hardcore brand, was one of the original DMAA, all kinds of shit that the FDA doesn't like. By the way, let's take a minute to say fuck you, FDA. Yeah, fuck you for the priorities of DMAA, DMHA, hoarding, all kinds of garbage, bullshit agenda when people are dying from fentanyl and all kinds of shit. Anyway, people, listen. Anarchy Labs, so I reviewed Ronin, their Steam Junkie pre-workout. I'm going to link to that one below. If you like aggressive pre-workouts, baby, give this one a shot. I'm going to link to that one below. Now, Shogun, listen, this fat burner has been around for a while in different versions. I think the last version of Shogun was maybe V3 or V4. It was under the Apollo Nutrition brand, where a lot of the original Anarchy Labs fat burners found themselves. I actually did review the original Anarchy Lab Shogun. I'm gonna link to that one below if you're feeling bored and you want to go back in history lane for like 5-6 years. Anyway, it's making a comeback, and this is a different formula from the Apollo Nutrition latest Shogun one, which I really like. Listen, Shogun, Apollo Nutrition, when they change the formulas, you know, there's a lot of companies that do sort of updated formulas, but they don't really change a lot. Robic from Apollo Nutrition and Anarchy Labs, dude, this is crazy. Dude, this is fucked up. Yeah, because when you change, it actually changes. And you get a totally different experience most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Anyway, people, listen. Fat burners, fat loss aids, they're not really going to burn fat, right? You know that. They're actually going to help you if you're actually going to put in the effort to lose weight, which means most of the time, stop fucking eating, you fat ass. Yeah. And do some workouts and shit like that, but stop eating. Anyway, so what do we expect from these fat loss aids? We need from them a couple of things. Energy, because we're dieting and life sucks. Again, if you're not dieting, this thing is not going to help you. We're dieting and life sucks. We want a bit more mood elevation because we're dieting and life sucks. And most important, we want appetite suppression. Yeah, because we're dieting and life sucks because we want to eat. So appetite suppression is the most important piece. Also, you want some fat metabolism aids, ingredients. Yes, they're going to burn 50, 100, 150 more calories, more bang for your buck. But listen, that's not what's going to make the biggest difference. Like people say, oh, I took this thing and started shedding weight. Yeah, because you stopped fucking eating, you fat ass. Listen, okay, this is what we're expecting. Shogun. Let me take you through this. So there's 120 capsules in this bitch. 4 capsules is 1 serving, so you have 30 servings, right? 4 capsules. Now, as always with these things, you can take 2 capsules. If you're a pussy, you can take 3 capsules. If you're a pussy, you can take 4 capsules, which is the full serving. I only tried it with 4 capsules. Now, joking aside, you may be a pussy, and it's okay. Even if you're not a pussy and you want to try it with 2 capsules, you're going to get 60 servings. I didn't try it. You can ask your sister. She probably tried it. Ask her how it went. This is the full serving channel. But now, listen, again, joking aside, I don't mean to insult you or they or them or she or everyone, but I can see totally how you can use this with 3 capsules and be totally fine because this shit smacks. Let me take you through the 4 capsules though. PEA, beta PEA at 500 milligrams, mood elevation, theobromine, 500 milligrams, works perfectly with other ingredients for mood elevation and focus. Caffeine at 300 milligrams, but it's not the end of caffeine, so chill the fuck down. Araya Gerenis for focus and mood elevation, 300 milligrams. J Regia, aka DMHA, natural DMHA. So you have DMHA here. Listen, Anarchy Labs is probably going to be one of the last ones that actually use this ingredient from the big brands because this is going away. The FDA is up everybody's ass. So you still have something here with DMHA. So basically you have J-Ray GL 300, Araya 300, and Beta PA 500, and you have 500 milligrams of theobromine. Oh my fucking God. That, by the way, if I look surprised, it's because I'm reading this for the first time. Even if I read it one time before I use it, I don't really pay attention. Now I'm reading this together with you for the first time. Usually, by the way, I also say labels are just labels because you never know what the actual manufacturers puts in it. Upon 100%. If they say an Anarchy Labs, if they say they put it in it, it's in it. Still, quality of the ingredients, how they come together, labels are just labels still. Listen to this, dicaffeine malt, another 200 milligrams, so that's 150 milligrams of slow release caffeine. Dude, we're already at 450 milligrams of caffeine. Paradoxine at 200 milligrams. Shit, man, you're gonna sweat. Grains of paradise, yeah. Hallucination, I like it. 100 milligrams helps with both fat burning but also mood elevation. Synephrine at 100 milligrams, man, you're gonna sweat. And GBB at 50 milligrams, yeah, man. Yeah, these are all sweating ingredients, so they're gonna increase your standing still metabolic rate so you can burn a bit more calories. It's not gonna make a huge difference, but you're gonna feel the sweat. Yohimbine at 3 milligrams and then Alpha Yo at 2 milligrams. Yeah, Alpha Yo. 2 milligrams is sort of my upper end for Alpha Yo. You heard me say this before, if you're not new to the channel. This shit at 2.5, 3 milligrams, depending on the purity of the ingredient. Just the only thing that happens is that I get like that heart attack type mode, and my balls hurt. Yeah. Anyway, 2 milligrams is a good amount. Now, if you're sensitive, you can try this with 2 milligrams with 2 capsules, sorry. Because listen, there's a lot of shit here. I mean, even if you cut everything by half, this is probably one of the most loaded fat burners out there, right? So it's crazy. 300 milligrams of Araya, 300 milligrams of DMHA, all this PAA, you have the 450 milligrams of caffeine, you have the allostatin, you have the synephrine, you have the GBB, alpha yo. Listen, people, labels are just labels. Let's get into the experience. So listen, people. Like I said, people, I'm going to try it with the full serve, which is 4 capsules. I don't know, I'm not going to give you any insight into how it works with 2 or 3 capsules, but you can give it a try yourself. Listen, people, this shit smacks. And when I say smacks, I mean smack, smack, smack. Yeah. Man, this is hard hitting. I actually think this is probably the hardest hitting Shogun to date. Yeah, to death also. Man, this shit smacks. Smacks productive smacking. You know, there's some smacking, definitely when you play around with Alpha Yo, that causes you to just feel bad. Heart attack, you feel down, just feel like you want to throw up. This is not the thing, but Shogun, Anarchy Labs Shogun is gonna test your steam junkiness. This thing is intense. Listen to this, people. You're gonna take this. It's actually interesting for how intense it is and for the huge amount of shit in it. It actually takes probably like half an hour, 45 minutes to peak to that feeling of, oh mama. You're gonna feel like you need to call your mom and ask for a hug. One of those people. Shit will slap you. The energy kick is intense, and like I said, it takes time, which is really interesting. I'm trying to think. It was very consistent for me. It took like probably half an hour, 45 minutes, like I said, to peak. It crawls on you and then boom. Feels intense. Now, it's that intensity where you say, please do not be more intense than this, and it actually doesn't. So it stays super productive. But man, energy level died in pre-workout level energy. You know, there's some fat burners where you feel the appetite suppression without that extreme sense of urgency and energy kick. This is not one of them. This is extreme energy, extreme sense of urgency, mood elevation. You're definitely going to feel better about life, which is good if you're dieting, like we said. And the appetite suppression galore, people. Like, this shit will hold you down, will tame you down. This is not like, dude, this is not Ozempic, right? This is an off-the-shelf thing that you can buy, whatever, for 50 bucks. This is not Ozempic that's, you know, $1,000 a month. But man, if you're going the natural path, non-prescription, you're gonna feel the appetite suppression for like a good amount, 5-6 hours of appetite suppression. Maybe even more, I wanna say. Maybe even more probably. It depends on your tolerance. Definitely you feel it. But again, this is not the appetite suppression that comes without the energy smacking around and happiness. This is, you feel everything that I just went through, you feel. Now, let me tell you something. Even though it has a huge amount of GBB and paradoxine, for me, the sweating was actually sort of upper end of mild. It wasn't crazy. You definitely feel that internal burn, but it wasn't crazy. Huge plus for me. Huge plus. Just to be honest, I do not like the extra sweating. I don't need this in my life. I work in an office environment. I go to meetings. When I take these fat burners, I'm doing shit. I'm not sitting in a sauna sweating. Now, if you're sitting in a sauna sweating, then maybe you say, oh shit, I wish I would sweat more. This was just enough to feel that internal burn, which again, calories wise, more than anything else, this is vanity. So for me, it's perfect. Super intense. You'll feel the mood elevation. Life is gonna feel a bit better. Appetite suppression galore, but intense. People, if you're new to fat burners, this is not a beginner fat burner. I mean, Anarchy Labs is not a beginner brand. Pre-workout level, you get what I mean, right? Like, you're not gonna take this thing and sit in one place. It's gonna be extremely hard. This is fucking intense. Intense fat burner, intense. I prefer extreme energy, mood elevation, appetite suppression, 6, 7, 8 hours without sweating than with sweating. So even though it's on label, and labels are just fucking labels, another proof, somehow everything came together here. I was not sweating balls. I felt that internal combustion engine, was not sweating balls. If you like what I just described, if this is what you're looking for in a fat burner, give Shogun a try. If this is not what you're looking for in a fat burner, then do not give Shogun a try. I don't give a fuck. Listen, people. Gonna link below to the page on Fitness Deals. You can find deals, coupons, save some money while supporting the channel. For the next few days, I think it's only available on the Apollo Nutrition website, but then it's gonna be available in other places. Man, I like the design of these Anarchy Labs. This shit smacks. There's just no freaking way you're gonna be disappointed. Now, don't buy this and then call whoever you bought it from Apollo Nutrition, say, oh my god, this caused me a heart attack because... Dude, if you're sensitive to fucking alpha-yo, don't buy this shit. Buy some, whatever, tampons. Yeah. Listen. If this review was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy. Yeah.